Hi, Sandra. Hi, Sandy. This is Joel at Audi Lehigh. And I wanted to thank you guys for coming in today. And I thought I would send you a quick video of this Q5. I'm sitting on the inside. The outside is very dirty, and I'm not sure you like the color anyway. But I thought I'd show you this one. This is the beige interior. This one does have the ventilated seats. And these seats also come with this adjustable front shelf, so you can support the legs a little bit more. They all have a 3-zone climate control. There is a digital zone in the back, and you can set these individually, or you can sync them like that. You can also, let's say, Sandra, that your feet are cold, you can put the airflow down there and turn your temp up. And maybe Sandy's hot, so we're gonna put the airflow up here on the chest. I think you can see that, and set his temperature down. And the car has 3 separate temperature sensors that will help you make everybody comfortable in the car. Now, if you're alone in the car, you can just find a temperature you like here, press auto and sync, and now as the driver you have control of all 3 zones with just one dial. So that's that. This screen is designed to look like and act like your cell phone. So this you can slide around like so. You can just pick an app, you go in, you can make setting changes, etc. So it's very familiar looking and very familiar acting. You have a home page, radio, media, phone, and navigation. Now, if you do go to navigation, this screen is also like your cell phone. You can pinch to zoom, you can slide it around like that. You can come back to where you are with the little black square right there. And so very high resolution. It's also a large screen, which makes it easier to see. But I talked a lot about driver-centric controls, and I want to just change gears here for a second and show you this. So this is really what it's all about. Hands on the wheel, eyes on the road. Audi puts what's called the virtual cockpit here, which puts all the driver information right there. So now your eyes travel just from traffic to here instead of from traffic over here somewhere, see? And so that's the idea. Now, you see the red shaded area right there? It says we have only 5 miles before we're empty on this car. It's been sitting over here on the side lot. But that tells you your range to empty. But the red shading also tells you the fact that you're on your car screen or your trip computer screen. And there's a thumb wheel right here. You can just roll the thumb wheel and go through all your trip computer information like so. Now, there's 2 arrows here. And if you arrow to the right, it moves from the range to empty over here to say, oh, we're low on gas. Let's do it one more time. Now you're on stereo, and you can change that over to radio. Sorry about that. And so radio, you can just roll to the station you want and click to select. Your volume control is here. Okay, we're not getting this channel where we are. There it is. You can roll for volume with your right thumb. You can click that to mute it. And then there's a list button right here. So if you want to change bands, you got FM, AM, Sirius, favorites, last stations. And so what I do is I save all my favorites in here, and then I don't have to roll through 400 channels to find my favorites. Okay, so then you arrow again, you're on phone, and so you can just roll through and click to call if you want. You can also just press the talk button and call. And then lastly, your navigation screen. Again, I just clicked one arrow over to the right. See the blue shaded area there right now? So that tells you where you are. And then the view button right here shrinks your gauges down. So now you have a full 12-inch wide nav screen right there where it should be, right in your line of sight. And then again, very large screen, very high resolution screen. And then with your left thumb, you can zoom in or zoom out like so. Now I want to show you blind spot monitors because we had talked about that, and I just have to get to the right setting over here real quick. I'm going to turn them on artificially. Of course, they're automatic when you're driving, but this is what they look like. So I'm going to put this window down over here. So most of the time, and I'm sorry the mirror is so dirty, but most of the time your blind spot monitor is a little yellow or orange light out here. And those are notorious for getting lost in reflections and lights behind you. So what Audi has done is they've moved that blind spot monitor to here. And so by moving it further forward, you can see it in your peripheral vision much better. And then number two, it's a big yellow light, and you can't confuse that with anything else. Now, the car has lane guidance, and in this car, the lane guidance and the blind spot monitors are connected. And so if there is somebody next to you, the light will illuminate, but then if you try and steer that way, the car knows there's somebody there, and it'll actually fight you. The steering wheel will fight you so that you can't turn into a car next to you. So that's how Audi deals with that. And again, it keeps your hands on the wheel, your eyes on the road. You can see that in your peripheral vision real clearly, real easily. Same thing over there. There's one over there. You would really love the system. So anyway, that's kind of the quick rundown. But let me hit a couple more things. You have automatic headlights, automatic high beams, automatic wipers. You have front and rear fog lights. Now, you might not know about rear fog lights, but they can save your life. They make you visible in the fog from behind so that the semi doesn't crash into you in the fog. You also have emergency braking, so if a child runs out from behind a parked car or a deer leaps out of the ditch, the car will do everything it can to avoid that. You have adaptive cruise control, you have lane guidance, you have lane departure warning, and you also have, I forgot what I was going to say there. Anyway, I'll come back to that when it comes back in my head. So, and one more thing that's kind of funny almost, but again, just typical of what Audi does. I mentioned that, you know, how much they want to keep your eyes on the road. And so let's say you want to turn on a dome light. So usually what you have to do is you have to look up here and figure out where the switch is and touch it. And by the time you find it and touch it, you've had your eyes off the road for quite a while. In this car, all you do is just put your hand up here and you'll find the light switch. I mean, just kind of wave it around and lights come on just from pressure up there. So you don't have to take your eyes off traffic there either. Anyway, I will shoot this over to you, and I have some other things I'll send you too, but hopefully this will be helpful. Anyway, thanks again for stopping in today. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Bye-bye.